Hey there, it's Nick Knoll, and today I'm doing Blythe Doll Makeup. Doing your makeup like a Blythe doll has been trending on TikTok, and I love dolly makeup, so of course I had to participate in this trend. I'm starting off my base with Judydoll's purple primer that doubles as a color corrector. Especially for Asians with warm or olive undertones, using a purple color corrector makes your foundation look brighter. I'm on Accutane, which means I have super dry skin, so I'm using a moisturizing spray before I add more product. But if you have normal or oily skin, you can skip this step. Dolls have perfectly even skin, so I'm continuing to color correct, using the salmon tone to correct my under eye circles, green for areas with redness, and purple in the center of my face to highlight and add dimension. To further increase the dimensionality of this look, we're going to start contouring. I absolutely adore this dual-ended contour crayon. I used to never contour my nose because I hated using powder contour. We will add powder contour later, but I find that my nose contour just looks so much better if I start with a crayon product. And in general, I always use my liquid or crayon textured products before powder, since that helps to prevent your makeup from pilling. You should contour according to your own anatomy, but in general, you can do the outer perimeter of your face, your eye sockets if you want to deepen them, and if you go over your original nose contour with powder, I find that it makes it really pop on camera. For the eyeshadow today, I'm aiming for a dusty rose, so I'm using a medium cool tone on my eyelid and a rose color on my under eye, focusing mostly on the bottom outer corner. Now I need a dark brown color to stamp along the top of my lash line. This will give us a reference point for our liquid eyeliner later on. But for now, we're moving on to lashes. I curl and apply a layer of mascara to prevent my eyelashes from drooping down and ruining the illusion that our falsies are in fact our natural lashes. When I have time and patience, I definitely feel like clusters are an advantage over strip lashes because you have way more control over placement. And now we're back to eyeliner. The reason why I like to do this after I put on my falsies is because I like to use the last lash as a guidance for the direction of my eyeliner. Unfortunately, the eyelashes do get a bit in the way, but I haven't yet found a better sequence to do this in. The good news is, even if you make a mistake with the liquid eyeliner, we're going to blur the edge with a medium dark brown, stamping it along your lash line. Now we can move on to the EYESHADOW. I'm going in way darker than I normally would here to get a more dramatic effect since we are going for a dolly look, and you can deepen your outer corner more using a rose color. For my eyebrows, I just try to get them as straight as I can. My eyebrows are naturally quite arched, and sometimes I feel like it can make me look aggressive, so I like to straighten them out so that I look more approachable. I want my eyebrows to be a gradient where the front tip is lighter, so I'm only applying brow mascara on the front and then brushing it out to the end. I don't know why I bother putting mascara on my bottom lashes because I swear they just grow straight out and you can never see them. When I do want a super dolly effect, I will either use false lashes on my bottom lash line or just draw them on with eyeliner. I go back in with a medium dark brown and finish out the bottom of my lash line. If you like doing your inner corner, you can also do them now. At this point, we're looking a little bit sickly, so we need to add color back into the face. For this look, I'm grabbing purple blushes because I think that purple looks really ethereal on olive tone skin. I use the blush stick on the centers of my cheek, the tip of my nose, and my chin, and then I go over it again with a powder blush. I also like to add blush to my lips. I find this especially helpful if you have a double lip line like me, and if you want your makeup to look super cohesive, my secret trick is adding your blush to your eyeshadow. I'm using a deeper color on the sides of my cheek to create dimension, and then I go back in and carve out the centers of my face to keep the under eye area looking bright. If you have a lighter shade of blush, putting that in the center of your face will help create a super gradient look, which gives you airbrushed cheeks like those of a doll. You can always make adjustments to your makeup as you go along. Here, I felt that my eyeshadow colors were a bit off from the rest of my face, so I'm adding colors from my blush onto my eyes. My lips have a really strong color on their own, so I'm applying a base on top of the foundation that's already on my lips. Next, I apply the actual color. I prefer matte finishes or lip tints at this stage so that we can create a gradient later on by using a different gloss. Sometimes I forget to line my lips before I apply my gloss, but not today. My top lip is naturally fuller than my bottom lip, so I usually only overline on the bottom. I did forget to use my pressed powder before I put on lip gloss. I hate it when my tools touch my lip gloss because it's a little bit sticky. We're getting close to finishing the look. There's just a few final touch-ups. Whenever I use shimmery highlighter, I always leave it as my final step so that I don't accidentally brush glitter onto the rest of my face. I added some purple shimmer to my inner corners and my cheeks. And this is the final look. I had a lot of fun trying to make myself into a Blythe doll, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, please let me know by dropping a like.